Hey everyone, this is Greg, your host of Goddamn Gamecube. Thank you for tuning in to Season 2. All episodes in this season were conducted virtually over the internet because of the coronavirus pandemic, so please excuse any audio glitches or oddities you may hear during these episodes. Thank you and enjoy. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Goddamn Gamecube, the best goddamn video game podcast there is. We are your hosts, Greg and Beppe, and this is the second part to us reading GamesRadar's Best 100 Games of a Generation. Beppe, how you doing? You ready for 50 to 1?
I'm not sure, Greg.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean...
We're doing so well so far.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't been too offended. There have been some funny ones, but I feel like, that's a given.
Can I be honest with you? Can I be completely honest?
Yeah.
We did this a couple of days ago, and I don't remember a single thing about it.
All I remember is that Hotline Miami 2 was in it, and we talked about Fallout 4 for a while. That's all I remember.
Soma, yes. That's right.
So, let's get going here. So, as a reversal, Beppe read the list last time, and I'm going to read it live now, so I'll get the first taste.
We're going to get my unfiltered reactions.
Yeah, so we're actually starting this off with a bang. Number 50 is Cyberpunk 2077.
Wow. Was that just like based on pre-release footage or
Yeah, like you guys were just waiting for this to come out so you can put they're joking, right?
But what's really funny is this is the list of games of this past generation, right? That's the premise of the list.
Yes.
And we have a game that doesn't even run on that generation.
Yep. Which actually took me a second to realize how funny that was.
I don't know, man. I mean, like, I guess it's a notable game, but that doesn't seem to be what they're going by.
Yeah, I mean, it's a notable game. It's really bad. It clearly doesn't run. We talked about this a lot on the Welcome Back episode. It's just listen. It doesn't run on past gen. It plays poorly. It's loaded with bugs. It's broken. It's undercooked. I don't know what else you have to say, but this cannot be on the list. Come on, man.
My only thing is, if we're going by the same metrics that this belongs on this list, I would hope that somewhere in between 49 and 1 we have Death Stranding for the weirdness and No Man's Sky for the sheer brokenness, and was definitely much more warmly received than this game, which is saying something.
Dude, I'm with you, man. No Man's Sky is an anomaly, huh? What a weird game.
Yep.
Weird history. Anyway, we can move right along here. This is a weird one. Hitman 2, not the original Hitman 2, but sort of the reboot.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't think the reboot was that good. Like, I hated how it was like episodic, and I don't know. I feel like Hitman hasn't been good since Blood Money. I don't know. I didn't like either of these games that much.
I haven't played any of these games personally. But if I had, I would assume this is kind of in the category.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, 'cause it's to me, rarely is the sequel to the reboot more notable than the reboot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like oh wow, we get a nice breath of fresh air here with this reboot, and then the second one comes out and it's just kind of more of the same. That's what I peg this as, having absolutely no experience to found this on.
Yeah, I'm with you. Hey, you'll be happy with the next selection, I think.
Yeah.
48, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice is 48.
It made a splash.
Yeah, I mean, it's a well put together game. You and I have our differences on it. It kind of makes my stomach churn remembering how hard it was and like how much parrying and blocking there was. And I broke a controller, not by anger, but because my bumper broke from all the blocking.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a bad taste in my mouth for this game because it ended up costing me $120 to play it because I broke a controller by accident.
Yeah, that would rub anyone's rhubarb for
sure.
Yeah,
I mean, hey, we love From Software. I mean, hey, it's a well put together game. I don't know if you want to speak on it at all or you want to move on.
No, I mean, I think it didn't quite hit that cult status of Bloodborne, and certainly not Dark Souls, but I thought it was a well-reviewed game that I liked, maybe not so much as the other ones in the series, but I could think of other things to be more offended by.
Yeah, me too. The next one is interesting. Undertale.
Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, why not? It's not like, well, see, what I'm thinking about in terms of this list is stuff that kind of represents the generation from a technical standpoint and a creative standpoint as well.
Sure.
So this is an odd one because I don't necessarily, like, I think you could run this on several previous generations. So I don't know if it's, I'm just saying, I think these are my favorite games. I think that's what the premise of this list is. Like, yeah. I don't think it was necessarily, if I was putting together this list, I would include things that kind of defined the power of the hardware. Like, wow, this is a next gen game. Like when you were playing it, like, yeah. I can't even remember if MGS5 was on this list. I think it was. But I would include that because it introduced so much to the capabilities of what AI is capable of, and open worlds and everything like that. This is just so strange to me because it's kind of just like a little indie game, but I guess, dude,
I mean, but these little indie games are rampant on these lists, dude, as you know. I'm
not saying it's a bad game. I mean, it's just a weird, I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much.
I mean, maybe. I know a lot of people love this game. They really like how you can be a pacifist and make non-violent choices and finish the game, which appeals to me. I mean, I've never played it. It was very popular. I mean, you and I might be in a small disagreement here, actually. People found this game to be very culturally impactful in terms of, what you can do with a game, that sort of mantra. Yeah. And how you can design a game. And it was very popular. I haven't played it. Maybe I'll play it at some point, but it actually has come highly recommended to me many times.
Yeah, no, I agree. It looks terrific. I think it's earned its spot on the previous list, the IGN Best Games of the Decade.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know. It's just a weird kind of like when you could have picked something more technically astounding. Let's move on. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care. Oh, Life is Strange. Season 1 is number 46.
I haven't played it. It looks really funny though.
Yeah, I beat it. I could speak on this. So, it's okay. If you're into the walk around and talk to people, telltale, heavy rainish sort of games, you might like it. I think this game's really funny because the game is like, listen, it's okay at the beginning, like it's totally fine. What's super funny to me is I brought this up to you guys, our friend group before. There is a scene at a party where it's really loud and the beats and the music are super loud, but it seems like they recorded the dialogue not knowing what kind of environment the characters would be in. So like the beats are pumping, but the people are like, "Hi, how is it going?" Clearly you can't hear anything. like dude, the music is totally overwhelming the audio. But if you were in a party situation, wouldn't you say like, "Hey, how are you? I can't hear you." Things like that. Yeah. So like that happened.
Even
and
Heavy Rain did that.
Dude, I know. I mean, this game is okay. Like the first, like it's fine. I don't hate it. I don't know. This game didn't offend me as much as it might offend other people in our friend group. Like it was fine. It's not horrible. It's just there's some stuff in it that's pretty funny. And I think Heavy Rain is a good game, and this game is worse, if you ask me. But that's my take.
Well, from what I've seen, it's very strange because it is I believe
Life is Strange, Beppe.
Well, that too.
Sorry, go ahead. It's strange. Why?
It's strange because it is, I believe, French translated into English, right?
Oh, you're right. Don't Nod. Are they a French company? I don't know.
I believe so. So everything is kind of like there's a little bit of, I don't know, lost something is lost there, where they intended it to be, you look at it like Japanese media that has a tonally completely different feel. So
Yeah.
I think that might be why certain things, translated weird or seem strange to us. But the gist that I got appeared to be like 38-year-old men trying to write teenagers and not doing a great job of it. And a lot of like dated meme references too. And it's just kind of like, I don't know.
It's, dude, honestly, I mean, listen, I'm into these kind of games. It was like fine, and at the end it gets like funny. So like it was all right.
Yeah. Did you see anything about the second one?
I mean, I saw stuff on it. It looks funnier and even worse. That's all that I saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw as well.
Honestly, but this company is interesting. They made that game Vampire that I thought was very underrated.
Right.
It was like the Bloodborne-y sort of ripoff game. I just thought it was very interesting. It's the same company, so I guess maybe they at least make a lot of different games, even if this one wasn't very good. But anyway, moving on. Ooh, what is that? Oh yeah, you and I can get behind the next one. 45, Resident Evil 7.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah is right.
No, for sure. I mean, it wasn't even because this is something that I think absolutely belongs on it, not just because it revived one of our favorite series, but because number one, it was kind of fulfilling the promise of PT a little bit, where you have a return to first person horror, but also number two, it had huge VR support. Yes. Which is really big this past generation, and I'm assuming going into the future. It's still like I see commercials for it now, and it's insane to me still.
No, I'm with you. I thought this was a very necessary reboot for the franchise. It was very surprising to me that it was a first-person game, and obviously the first hour of the game is amazing. I really like this game. I actually think you're even higher on it than me. Yeah. I thought it was a little clunky. It's a little slow. I don't know. Mechanically, I thought it was a little stiff, but I think it's a really cool game. It's really scary. I was into it, so I give it a thumbs up.
It's a nice kind of taking a beloved IP and giving it sort of a little bit of an indie feel without making it too stripped down.
Yeah.
And I just recently realized that as of recording this, we are going to be playing the sequel this year.
Yeah, Village is coming. So yeah, I'm pumped for it.
Hopefully soon.
44, Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Heard great things about both of these, but I haven't gotten around to them yet.
I played the first one.
Yeah.
This I feel like people just slag me off like I don't like anything. I'm gonna sound like that for a second. I didn't really like the first one. It looks really good and it's very stylish and it's very cute. I don't know, it's almost like I have like the same opinion of this game that I do of Shovel Knight, where I just thought it plays kind of stiff and the platforming isn't very fun, even though it looks really good. I just, these games that maybe they're pretty good, I'm just not into it.
Yeah.
I'm just not into it. And I didn't play the second one, and people really like it, but that's all I can say. I wasn't into the first one.
Which one is this that's on the list?
This is the second one.
Okay. I mean, I think people liked it, but it is very soon. And I don't know how you feel about its relevance to the past generation.
Hard to say. I'm going to move on, I think.
All right.
Oh, interesting. I don't know if you played this, but this game is like up your alley. 43 is The Witness.
Oh, yeah. I have a friend who's going through it right now. Seemingly, I mean, it's made by that psycho Jonathan Blow, the guy who did Braid.
Yes, yeah.
He evidently it's like very, very involved. It's very immense. My friend said that she was having like difficulty kind of slogging through it, and it would be probably a better experience if it was more concise. But the puzzles are evidently like very strong. So I mean, it's nothing less than what you'd expect.
I mean, you're a big Myst guy, so I figured you'd be into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's very expensive right now. I can never seem to catch it on a sale, but I'm gonna try.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't play it, but people like it. This next one. Okay. Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how
For
you
me
feel
neither.
I don't know how you feel about both of these sort of reboots. I think the first reboot's like okay, and this one is like less okay. I don't know.
We talked about this a little in the last time it came around in the IGN list, but
yeah,
I finished the first one and I did not like it at all. It was just the wrong tone for me. It was the wrong combination of slapstick and seriousness.
Sure.
And for me, for my taste, it didn't add up. And I got, I think, a couple levels into the second one, and I couldn't do it. And from what I've heard, it's like the second one is not as warmly received as the first one.
I mean, I beat them both.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought the first one was all right, and the second one, it's one of these games where I'm not into it. I'm not into the, what's the word? Like, I think you said the tone or it just kind of feels off.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what it is? I feel like I'm higher on this.
Gross. That's how I felt gross when I was playing
like I feel like I'm higher. I'm higher on these games than you, but even though I didn't love them,
yeah,
it's like, I don't know. I don't think the tone is right. It's weird. I don't know. Some of the Hitler stuff, I guess, was kind of funny, but I'm just not into it. Like it's whatever for me, but I think you hated it.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of our friends have told me that there's a lot of like forced stealth in the second one, and it's like I don't play those kinds of games for stealth.
Yeah, I understand. We can move right along here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't play it, but I like the first one. Next one is Spelunky 2.
Yeah, we talked last time about, I think the first one was on the IGN list, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and
it was.
Everyone loves this.
Yeah, it's really challenging. I really like the first one. I have not played the second one. Did you play it?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's very challenging. It's a cool co-op game. It works your ass. I mean, I don't know. It's really quirky and unique. I like it. I think it's a cool game. Big ups to my friend Ian from a long time ago who showed me it. I really like it. Let's go to number 40 here. Oh, what is this? Number 40 is Towerfall Ascension. Do you know what this is?
I do not.
This is directly from GamesRadar. We're paying tribute to the best games of the generation here, but Towerfall Ascension is arguably the best local multiplayer game ever made. Every aspect from the slick platforming to the arrows that track just enough is honed to elevate skill while remaining accessible to all who pick up and... What? I don't even understand this. Okay. I have no idea what this is. The developer is called Extremely OK Games, and honestly, that's kind of...
Are you shitting me?
No, I'm not.
No way.
No, that's what they're called.
I mean, it's well received. I'm looking it up now. In the game, players control up to 4 archers in a multiplayer platform fighter. Did they say it's arguably the best local multiplayer game ever?
Ever.
All right.
All right. I think we should move along.
Move on here.
Yeah, laughs in Halo, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got big love for the next one. I don't know about you.
Go ahead.
Number 39 is the remake of Shadow of the Colossus by Blue Point Games.
Oh yeah, that was great. I just spotted it in my fucking pile of PS4 games I have over there. It's great.
Is it in your backlog to spin through?
No, I finished it. I've played the PS3 version as well as this now, and I thought they did a phenomenal job. I think my only complaint about the game both times was how I felt it was difficult to navigate certain terrain.
Yeah.
And find your sense of direction to reach the next boss. I mean, I'm not saying that my experience is everyone's, but I personally had a pretty difficult time getting around, especially when it's so broken up. You know, like if there's you can't really jump over this gap. But that was literally it. I mean, the last boss is tough, but that's, you know, it was a fitting conclusion, and I think this game is like as close to perfect as it gets.
Yeah, no, I agree. Shadow of the Colossus is not only a very good game, it's a great testament to games as art. Any of that sort of phrase you want to throw at it, I think it's a great game. Blue Point has totally proved itself. You know, Shadow of the Colossus is great. I haven't played the Demon's Souls remake, but it looks unbelievably amazing. Like, good for them. Yeah, it's a great game. If
They
you never played
also
it,
have
yeah.
they've taken care of quite a few not quite remakes but HD remasters
Yeah.
and brought them to the generation, which is, I think they've more than earned a place on this list.
Yeah, good for them. Okay, next one is interesting. I do not play games like this, but its influence really can't be understated. 38 is Overwatch.
Yep.
All you say is yup. Really? Okay, fine. I'll take the lead on this.
Okay,
I'll take the lead on this one.
Yeah.
Listen, I mean, if it's like the biggest esport in the world or one of them, and it literally, like, I don't know, if Bob Kraft owns an esports team that plays this game makes big fucking bucks. Everyone in the world loves this game. I don't play games like this. Everyone loves it. I don't know anything about it other than it's huge and it's a multiplayer game, and that's all I've got to say. But it's 38. I don't know if you have a final thought on this.
Yeah, I don't play games like this either. They're just a little too intense for me at this ripe old age.
Yeah, ripe old age of 19. I'm kidding.
No, I do. I like to watch people play it. It looks like a lot of fun, but the impact on, I mean, everyone started chasing this trend. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And poor Cliffy B had the same idea at the same time, and it just didn't land.
Wait, was that Battleborn?
Yes.
Wait, what was worse, the album or the game?
By all accounts, the game wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good.
Yeah. It's just poor timing.
Did the second one come out yet?
I have no clue. I have no idea.
I was just curious.
Dude, Cliffy B has fallen ass backwards into money producing musicals, dude. He was the Hades Town guy, right? Didn't he pour a bunch of money into that?
Yep.
Yeah, good for him, dude. He's making plenty of fucking money. He's fine.
Yeah. I think he may be dipping back in as a producer to a video game, but we'll see.
Okay. I didn't play this next one, but people really like it. Monster Hunter World. Nick, my brother Nick, and his friends really like it. It's a cool game because Monster Hunter is always very like it's a Nintendo game or it's a PlayStation game, but this was on the major consoles like Xbox One and PS4. It wasn't like a cute, Nintendo 3DS game. They kind of brought it beyond that. So good for them for making it like a fully realized, multiplayer game with a good, Nintendo's online network isn't great. Good for them for making it, a good online game. I think Monster Hunter is cool, but they're all kind of the same, but people like it. So that's really all I have to say about it.
Yep. I don't play these games. This one looked pretty accessible, and it to my naked eyes, it looked quite good. It looked very kind of polished and visually appealing, and it was because I've Monster Hunter has never like jumped out at me before, and it was like, oh, this one is it's got some crossover appeal, it seems.
Yeah, I mean, I thought three was cool, but they're all kind of the same. But anyway, okay, so this next one's interesting. Number 36 is the Doom reboot from 2016, id Software.
Sure.
Well, why don't you go first on this?
Yeah, I think that game ruled. I want to say probably 2/3 of the way, maybe a little bit more, into the second one that just came out.
Eternal
just came out like maybe 9 months ago now, but Doom Eternal. And I at this point like the first one a lot more.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it just kept things a lot more simple. The story was kind of at the back where it belonged because, it's ridiculous. You don't want to get bogged down in the lore for a game like this. And I really appreciated that it was, because I think first-person shooters were becoming exceptionally stale, and this was such a refreshing change of pace compared to like everything else that was out there. And that's kind of, in my opinion, what's those kinds of games have always been about, is just keeping moving, and it's a whole different way to play a game.
Yeah, I thought, it's interesting. I mean, you were high on this game. Our friend Kyle is very high on this game and the next one. This game, I have to go back and play it again because it's rare for me to pick up a game and not finish it. I don't know why I didn't finish this game. I'm not sure. It looks great. It plays fast. It's cool. Everyone was into it. I don't know. It didn't really hit me at the time. I think I kind of have to bookmark this and maybe give it another shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people were into the next one too. Maybe you're lower on it than other people, but yeah. I mean, I'd say this is worthy of the list. I mean, people were really into it. I may just need to give it another shot.
Yeah, I think it's both. It's a kind of a nice example of a paradigm shift, whereas the previous like Xbox 360 generation was very much defined by, you know, the Call of Duty kind of style shooter. Yeah. So that's something cool that came out of this generation for sure.
Yeah. The next one, 35. Yeah, I don't agree with this one. Sea of Thieves is number 35.
What?
Come on,
Dude.
like this game's bad. Like this game is undercooked. There's nothing to do. Fuck this. Like this. Wow, look at this description. Sea of Thieves now represents one of Xbox's most successful new IPs. Ouch. That's not saying much, right? Jesus Christ. Xbox doesn't have fucking any IPs.
We got Master Chief and we got something.
Sea of Thieves.
Who's the guy from Sea of Thieves?
You, because it's multiplayer.
Oh God, no! I think I talked about this a little bit last time. Maybe not this game specifically, but from what I've seen, this game launched like very barren, and they like all the other ones, they started adding stuff to it. And I something I really don't like about this trend, I guess it's notable as a game of this generation, is that this trend was kind of happening where multiplayer was kind of the focal component, and you were kind of being tasked with making your own fun. And
yeah,
I don't really like that, because it takes out, you know, the need to write good NPCs or good quest lines or you know, just memorable raids on things or whatever. And you know, it's just not the same, I don't think, as I'm
with you. That's one of my gaming mantras, that I don't like making my own fun.
Yeah.
So I mean, no, fuck this game. So we're gonna move right along here. This one, I didn't play it. Everybody tells me I would like it. Did you play Hollow Knight? This is 34.
No, but I have a couple friends who are really into it.
Yeah, maybe I should try it. I didn't like Shovel Knight. I know this is different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just over cute 2D platformer stuff. I just can't do it.
Yeah, I've heard there's some nice like kind of soulsy aesthetics to it, which is cool.
Okay.
Or Bloodborne or what have you. And I from what I've heard, I kind of, it's talked about a lot, but it's from people that I trust.
So you hold it in higher regard.
Yes, yeah. So it's a tentative yes for me.
Okay. All right. I mean, this one I kind of like throw my hands up. It's like whatever. Number 33 is Call of Duty Warzone, like the Fortnite thing. Did you play this?
No, but I don't know. It's kind of, it's so, what was this? Like the fifth one? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean,
you had PUBG and Fortnite.
Yeah. I mean, dude, listen, I played I don't know if I told you this. I played about 10 rounds of Fortnite with my friend John, like a couple of days ago. I played it for the first time. And like him and I played doubles, and I kind of saw the appeal. Like, if you get beyond, like, this game is loaded with advertisements and everything is an ad. Like, it was pretty fun. I mean, like, we dominated because everyone who plays that game is a 10-year-old who can't shoot worth shit. Yeah. So, like, I mean, like, it was fun, but I don't know why these ripoffs exist, if only to just make money. And it's free, so I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, I played Call of Duty Warzone. I thought it was stupid. Like, I think straight up Call of Duty, while it's not good anymore either, the smaller map sort of, what's the word, arena style multiplayer of the Call of Duty of 10 years ago, it like kicks this game's ass. Like, this game sucks. Like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Still,
yeah, go ahead.
Occasionally, I still love I don't know what it is. I think it's just really good map design. Like the Call of Duty 2 multiplayer from back in the days of yore. It still has appeal to me, but I don't know. The times are changing, man.
Yeah, but fuck this one. Oh, hey, you called it, dude. This is number 32 is No Man's Sky.
Wow.
This game has been on a journey, to say the least.
For sure.
This is just, I cannot believe it's just, this game had so much hype. It got a ton of money injected into it. The guy who made it got put through the ringer. And when it came out, it wasn't very well received. It was, it kind of fell on a lot of its promises. And I felt bad for the guy. I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
What is his name?
I don't think he, I forgot.
I forget too.
I feel, think he honestly, just bit off more than he could chew.
Yeah, he bit off more than he could chew with this, or maybe expectations were too high. I always felt bad for him.
Yeah. He didn't seem like a bad dude.
No, I know. And I guess over the past couple of years, it's really come together, but I'm way over it, so I don't care personally. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know if you want to maybe say a line or two.
Yeah, just that I think it warrants a place on this list because it was such an incident. And that like defined this generation as a series of incidents.
Yeah. Wow, I might put that in the description of this episode. This generation was a series of incidents, or defined by a series of incidents.
Would you disagree? It's like,
no, you're right.
I kind of think this whole list should have been like the biggest fuck ups, because that's all I remember.
Dude, oh my God, I think you just inspired an episode for us. This is the top 10 incidents of the generation.
Top 10 fails.
Yeah. Oh my God. Boy. We were just going to turn into a clickbait podcast.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, anyway, this game got put on a journey, but that's all I have to say about that. Number 31. I did not like this game at all, but people really like it. Rainbow Six Siege.
I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a multiplayer only Rainbow Six game. I was very big on Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2. I liked Rainbow Six. I liked Rainbow Six. What was that? Raven Shield? Is that the third one? I really like this franchise. They turned this into a multiplayer only. I think it's a shit-fest, class-based fucking dog shit game. I hate it. I think it's bad. I just don't see why people like it and continue to play it. I think it's very restrictive, and this is not the I sound like an old man. This is not the Rainbow Six that I like. Like, it sucks. Right. I'm just gonna move right along. This is interesting. Number 30, we'll have something to say about this. This is a non-game, but it's so influential you have to put it on here. Any guesses?
The Netflix Black Mirror thing?
No, but that's a really good guess. Number 30 is PT, the playable teaser, playable trailer.
Wow. A little further outside the box. I think it is a game. I think it's just like I don't know.
I think you gotta put it on here because of it still has staying power today. People still talk about it. People still want it. And the rumor mill still churns about how it's gonna come out or it's gonna get revived.
Yeah.
It is horrifying. Go ahead. Yeah.
No, I just wanted to say that I would consider this absolutely generation defining, because now the amount of PS4s that have this on it are finite. It's crazy. The people literally like sell them for huge upscaled prices just so because it has PT.
So they can look at Lisa, huh? Jesus, she's scary. Good Lord. Yeah, I mean, it's really scary. It didn't pan out, and it's so weird that Resident Evil 7 came out and it's a similar game. Yeah. Which I think is fascinating. I shouldn't say similar. I have no fucking idea what this crazy game would be, but anyway, I think it deserves a spot. But yeah, go ahead.
Have you seen that theory that it's a fuck you to Konami?
Really?
Yeah, it's like little things like there's a line in the game where it's like, Dad was so boring. He only made me eat the same thing every day. And he's like talking about like their parent company.
Dude, that's funny.
They wanted to make them really bland.
Wow.
Oh, man,
they certainly
it's crazy.
Have. That company, dude, fucking Konami blows. 29. Oh, Big Love. Oh, this is interesting. I never
watched that show.
Yeah. 29 is Persona 5 Royal. I thought Persona 5 was one of the most perfect games I've ever played in my life, period. Like, stamp it. Mm-hmm. And Royal is the director's cut where they added stuff and actually tweaked it to make it even better.
Wow.
I'll be surprised if we don't see Persona on this list. I don't think we've talked about it yet on this list, unless I'm misremembering. Persona 5 is perfect. I didn't play Royal because I just don't feel the need to replay this game because it's an 100-hour long endeavor, so I'm not going to replay it. But yeah, it's perfect. It's wonderful, and I'm not really an anime guy, and I thought it was awesome. It was nails. You haven't played this, right?
No, not yet.
No, it's killer. 28. I didn't play this either, and people really like it. Hades, Supergiant Games.
Oh yeah. Well, this is enjoying a nice, huge bubble in popularity recently, as of I want to say like the last 3 months.
Because of the Game Awards and all that.
And it's I think this one in particular, I agree with them just getting it in like right under the wire because of what a huge splash it's made and the circumstances under which it was made.
Yeah, I haven't played it. I want to, but I agree. Oh, I don't know if you played this. I'm pretty sure you did. I loved this. Spider-Man, PlayStation exclusive, 2015.
No, I haven't played it yet.
That's unbelievable to me that you haven't played this yet. I thought you'd be all over it.
No, I plan on it, and I think it was a huge kind of console-defining moment for the PS4.
Yeah, it was one of those check marks on the you don't need an Xbox. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
you really only need a PlayStation because it was one of those huge exclusives. So I loved this game. I thought it was great. The really only poor parts about it is it's kind of tropey and gimmicky with the open world stuff, and it was unnecessary.
Sure.
But dude, I know nothing about Spider-Man. Like, I didn't know who Peter Parker was. Like, I had no clue. Like, so this game and all the characters were so like gripping and touching to me because I didn't know who anybody was. And might sound
awesome.
weird coming out of the mouth of a 28-year-old. But like, I didn't know Peter Parker was Spider-Man. I didn't know who his aunts and uncles were or any of these scientists or anything. And it honestly, I thought the gameplay was awesome. It was like a faster Arkham game. And I thought the story was very good. I was very impressed by this game. I rarely say that. I feel like I shit on everything. But no, I thought it was very good.
Have you heard anything about the second one that just came
Miles
out?
Morales?
Yeah.
I heard it was it was fine. It was kind of a budgety, shorter game, but there's nothing wrong with it. Like, it's okay. I'll probably play it down the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did. Okay. Number 26. I did not play The Outer Wilds, which is not The Outer Worlds. It's different.
Right.
I have nothing to say about this. I didn't play it.
No, but something else very interesting happened where a friend of mine listened to our previous list, and we kind of shrugged when it came up that time, and he said, no, that game is like really, really good. So it's definitely in I believe my short queue because I think it's on Game Pass right now.
Okay, yeah, maybe I'll check it out as well. Oh, fuck this. 25 is GTA Online.
I mean,
honestly, I have nothing to say other than everybody plays it if you're in fucking middle school. Like,
yeah,
like I shouldn't be a prick. Fuck this. I hate GTA.
It is very popular. I mean, I don't even remember because when I got GTA 5 at launch, very rare for me. It's the only Rockstar game besides LA Noire that I've completed. And I just remember that the multiplayer was taking longer. And when it launched, I had moved on past the game, and I from what I saw, it just looked very like sparse, very kind of just boring.
I don't know why people play it.
I don't know. It is endured, I guess.
It has. That. I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just like, I don't know. I don't like. I think Rockstar game. I shouldn't make a statement. I don't know. I don't like any of their games. They're bad. Anyway, next.
Nice.
24 is Dreams. By Media Molecule 2020. Did you play this?
No. Do you know what the gist is?
Yeah. Made by Media Molecule, channeling the communal creativity born out of the Little Big Planet series, Media Molecule's development toolkit has quickly become a canvas upon which players can paint whatever comes to mind. The groundbreaking creation engine may have released this generation, but its influence on the next, inspiring new minds and bringing untapped talent to the industry's attention, is going to be nothing short of monumental. Is this like a create your own sort of thing?
Yeah, it's pretty much like people are kind of making their own games within it, which is pretty cool. It had its moment. It was a couple years ago now. Some people made some really cursed stuff with it.
Okay.
I think Donkey has some videos exploring those.
Okay.
But other than that, I thought it was cool conceptually. And I guess I could see where they're coming from, that it's going to influence the next generation of this as well.
Okay, good for them. Do you mind if I mind if I speak on the next one?
Go right ahead.
Number 23 is Control.
Oh boy.
By Remedy Games. Oh god. Okay. Control was very well received. Everybody liked it. This game is not good. I think this game borders on bad, and I'm not being a prick. I'm serious. This game is extremely mediocre and borders on bad. I cannot believe this game got away with the accolades and the sales it did. I liked Alan Wake. This game sucks. So here's why. 30 seconds into the game or 10 minutes into the game, there are issues with the script. You're not sure if the characters are acting strange on purpose because it's a weird game. Dialogue is out of order, as if like your character knows information that they shouldn't because of dialogue options. It's not good. And especially for Remedy Games, which bases its stuff a lot on story and atmosphere.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a horror game. It's kind of like a psychological horror-y, paranormal-y sort of game. But
Sure.
the enemies have levels above their heads, which totally takes you out of the experience.
Okay.
And so, like, when I started playing this, the gameplay is all right. Like, the shooting and the powers, it's fine. But when you start, like, putting in these, like, radio quests and the enemies have levels and the dialogue is bad and I'm not sure if it's on purpose, it's not a good game. And I cannot believe people like it. And, like, fuck this game. I think it's bad, and I will support that opinion till I die. And I actually think because of my opinion, you returned it. Is that right?
That's all I was going to add, was that because you and I don't always see completely eye to eye on, our enjoyment of a game, but your reaction was so visceral and so specific in the certain ways that activate me. I returned it immediately just because I knew it was going to bother me so much.
Yeah. I mean, hey, that's very flattering. You take my opinion highly.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm gonna move right along so I can save my voice here. Number 22 is Celeste. I did not play it. People like it.
Yeah, I thought it looked cool.
This is also by Extremely Okay Games, and I guess by a lot of people's measures, this game was extremely okay. Did you play this?
You sound like you're about to like read the weather or something.
And it's cloudy.
Extremely okay.
Is it?
No,
okay.
Of all the ones that this kind of looks like, I thought this kind of distinguished itself fairly well. From what I saw, the gameplay looked pretty fast-paced. It looked very kind of making decisions on the fly. It looked like a good platformer. It looked kind of like the Rayman reboot that I just played,
okay.
Rayman Origins. And so it looked like probably punishing in some places, but overall like pretty well put together.
Okay. Number 21. I didn't like this game either. I thought this was extremely overrated. Alien Isolation. Did you play this?
No, I had been putting it off, and when you told me what you thought about this, I put it off forever.
This game would be a very good 4 or 5 hour game. It's like 20 hours, and this game is just a slog. Like, I don't know. It's scary for an hour or two. It's just... the mission structures are very, very generic. Go here, pull this lever, hit this button. And the alien stalking you is just, it's not entertaining for very long. It gets very tedious, very irritating. The checkpoints are very far apart. And that wouldn't bother me if the game was 6 hours. This is like fucking 20 plus.
Yeah.
I do not think this game is very good. I think it was overrated, and I would doubt people who reviewed it actually beat it. It's one of those where I kind of question that because it was very long. I don't like it at all.
My only experience with it was the first time I tried to install it. I had it on the Xbox One.
Yeah.
And what wound up happening was, you know how at a certain percentage it says it's ready to play.
Yeah.
I did that, and I loaded it in, and the like rooms were not loaded. And
oh my
it
god!
Was just like, oh, I guess this is what they mean. Like, you shouldn't do it until it's fully installed.
Yeah.
But no, that's
yeah, I did.
From what I've heard, not so good.
No, it reviewed well. We're getting into the top 20 here. I've never heard of this. Number 20 is The Return Return of the Obra Dinn.
Oh yeah, that game looks awesome.
This?
We may have discussed it last time. It was the whole it's like solving mysteries on an old ship, but it's all drawn like an old sketchbook.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at photos now. That looks so cool.
Pretty fucking cool. And seems very technologically innovated too. So
okay, I didn't play it.
I give it a yes.
Oh ouch! This next one is this game is bad too. Not Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
The most recent one?
Is this no? This is the Greek one, right?
Yeah. It's your people, man. You can't say bad shit about that.
No, dude, I hate my own people. They're fucking selfish, fucking economically corrupt fucks. Very, what's the word? I don't want to go on a rant here. Very xenophobic fucking, anyway, Greeks. Anyway, this game sucks. I don't... As soon as like the Radio Quest and shit come in, I thought the Egypt one was bad. I thought this game was bad. It's not tight. This sort of tropey open world game, I am way past talking about and like wasting my breath over. Sure. Assassin's Creed for me ended at Brotherhood. I have nothing else to say unless you have something.
Nope. Nothing to say.
Just nope.
No, I mean, I think we talked about it last time. It somehow wormed its way onto that list as well.
Yeah.
And from what I've heard, at a certain point, it like soft locks you into microtransactions. Like,
yes,
well, you don't have to pay for it, but it's gonna take really long,
dude. Number 18. People are into these games. I am not. Forza Horizon 4.
No, I do have a friend who's very into those games, and she said it's pretty ballin' for what it is.
Okay,
so.
I mean, I'm not a car guy, but people like it, so I'll move on. Okay, another game I didn't play that people really like, Rocket League.
Right. Yeah, I'd say so. That was like huge for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, that's if we were to make a list of top 10 incidents or top 10 things, this has got to be one of the positives, right?
Yeah, sure.
People love this. I didn't play it. I'm going to move on. It's really popular. People like it. They say it's really fun. Okay. Next one is interesting. Did you play Horizon Zero Dawn? This is number 16.
Nope. We talked about it last time. You were very positive on it, I believe.
Yeah, I would say, I was positive on it. I thought the gameplay was cool. The cities and characters don't quite feel as lived in or as interactive as you would like. It's a little stiff in that regard, but it's a good game. There was some challenge to it. I like all the mechanics and gadgets and stuff. It's a good game. I don't really have much to say other than it was good.
I started it a little bit at your recommendation. I just didn't get very far because it seemed to be a lot of kind of basic as it was crafting. Yeah. And it seemed like kind of tedious, and it was just like I knew the game was going to take a long time, and I just wasn't ready for it yet.
No, I understand. Actually, the story has some hidden feels that I didn't expect, so I think I gave it a little bit of a bump.
Okay, that's cool.
15. Oh, I need to play this. Did you play Inside?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, talk about it.
Inside rules. It is a side scroller to your chagrin, but the atmosphere. I actually just had a friend who just finished this and felt the same way. I think it's phenomenal. It came out coming up on 5 years ago now.
Yeah,
I think
2016.
I think they have another game in development now. It looks very cool as well. But they did Limbo as well.
Yeah, I played Limbo.
And I thought they were both very artistically strong, very defined, because Limbo is the black and white one, and this one is kind of very simple shapes representing human beings, and there's pretty early on you're traveling through this dystopian nightmare, and you get attacked by a wild pig. And it's just such a memorable encounter that it was like, I'm in for the rest of this game. And it just keeps amping up from there. It's great. Yeah,
I got to play it. For sure. Oh, God, I always feel like I'm the bad guy on this thing. Number 14. No. Number 14 is Nier Automata.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, I'll be brief. I am not as high on this game as other people. I beat this. This game is one of those, yes, it's interesting, and yes, it's very weird. It has some Mega Man Legends combat vibes, so big ups. But I am not into Groundhog Day games where you have to play the same game over and over again to get the quote unquote true ending and see very minor changes to perspective and story.
Yeah,
it's just not my thing, and
that's really the only thing like putting me off playing it is knowing that it's that much of a commitment. Even if I break it up.
No, and like the side quests are very generic. It's just I acknowledge to all my friends out here who are going to hate on me for this. It's a cool game. It's interesting. I didn't like it that much. That's all I have for you.
Right.
Yeah, the next one. I'm such a bad cop on this show, dude. Dishonored 2 is number 13. Did you play these?
No, we talked about this too. It was on their list as well, and you said it was really like poorly done.
Yeah. Okay. Dishonored 2 is very interesting. If you play it as a stealth game, it is very solid, very good. However, if you play this as a combat game, the game breaks immediately. Like the game cannot handle both play styles at all.
Wait, what number is this?
Are you talking in terms of the list? This is 13 of 100.
That's ridiculous.
Dude, Dishonored 2, this game, if you play this as a combat game, it is completely broken. It goes completely off the rails. I literally speed ran it in like an hour. Like, you can just run through the levels. It doesn't even fucking matter. It was just, I think this game they wanted to retain the you can play however you want, but it was not quality tested for the combat style.
Damn.
For sure.
I saw it's always weird though, because I feel like if anything, that wasn't this generation, the first one, was it?
It was last gen.
Yeah. Okay. It doesn't really apply to this one, but I heard so much more about that than the sequel. I don't know.
First one's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good. I have no idea what this is. Number 12 is Kentucky Route Zero.
Yep. Yeah, I looked into that because of our last list. It made it onto that one as well, and it looks like a very I believe it's like a point and click adventure game that came out in like 5 installments over 5 years, I believe.
Okay.
And it looks very, very neat. And I'm looking forward to trying it out.
Okay, I know nothing about it. Maybe I will look into it. This next one is a poor choice. Number 11 is Destiny 2.
Okay.
Number 10. I'm just yeah. So yeah,
a lot
Destiny.
of people play it.
Yeah, a lot of people play it. This is. I want to say something bad. I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a highbrow up my ass kind of gamer. I just don't understand gamers who like these kind of things. I just don't understand. This is a sort of a shooter, MMO, looter shooter bullshit. Fuck this game. As I'd like to quote my friend Will, who says, Destiny just kind of looks like Halo with numbers. And I'm like, yeah, kind of, and it's way worse. I have nothing to say unless you do.
No, just I didn't I only played the base version of the first game, so that's like not representative of what it's become at all, but I tend to not really get much out of these kinds of like Borderlands-y games personally. Me neither. So, whatever. Yeah,
no, fuck you. Number 10 is undeniable, and I can't deny I enjoyed playing it a couple of days ago. Number 10 is Fortnite Battle Royale. Listen, yeah, this is a kid, I shouldn't call it a kid's game, but I will, because every major athlete on earth who games, or if you're a kid who games, you probably play Fortnite. It's undeniable how much influence it has. It's undeniable it has a world reach. It's ubiquitous. This game is a walking advertisement. It's really, really interesting, to say the least. I played it for the first time a couple of nights ago. I did have fun with my friend playing it. It's undeniable that it's everywhere, and that's all I have to say. Number 9, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End. I did not play it. Did you?
I did not.
Oh, wow. Okay. People like these games. People like
okay.
Naughty Dog. I didn't play it, so I don't know if you have anything to say on it.
No, I mean, I think people liked it. It's just, I feel like it's such a testament to how little came out this year that's like a notable, because I don't remember like a fervor, like, holy shit, it was so good. It was just like, I didn't hear much.
Yeah, that's all I got. Oh, you're not gonna like this. Number 8, What Remains of Edith Finch.
Why am I not gonna like that?
Because if you don't like Gone Home, you're not gonna like this game.
All right. We can move right along there.
Yeah, moving right along here. I didn't play this. I thought Gone Home was fine. Some people are into this game. It's fine. This is a very specific genre of games. They're fine. I'm going to move along. That was number 8. Oh, God. I feel like this is another game people love that I didn't play, that I'm not into, that people really like. Stardew Valley is number 7.
Yeah, that was huge.
It was huge. It's undeniable. I can't really deny games like this that are massive. I'm just not into Rune Factory and Harvest Moon, so it's not really my thing. You have anything to say on Stardew Valley?
No, I'm just curious if the next couple are just going to be memes.
Yeah, I'm ready for the memes. Number 6. All right. This is, if we're talking about top 10 incidents, this has got to be on here for better or worse. I was more positive on this than other people. The Last of Us Part 2.
Oh yeah, I mean it was not only very everyone talked about it. Everyone.
Literally everyone. It's exhausting to even talk about it, honestly.
Yeah. And it's really visually very polished. And I think it's a good representation of the best visuals that this generation had to offer.
Yeah, I'm not going to say too much because it's very exhausting to speak on this game. If we're talking a game for game's sake, this game is nails. Like, it plays great. It looks great. It's well optimized. It's very, very good. I don't think it's as good as the first one. Next is... I'm such a bum, dude. I didn't like this game either. Number 5. Number 5 is Red Dead Redemption 2. The boring cowboy simulator.
No, thank you.
No thanks. I mean, this game was incredibly boring. I'm sorry. Rockstar is a local company. Big ups to the local boys in Mass.
Yeah.
Rockstar games are fucking boring. Like, they're fucking boring. I'm sorry.
I'm from New York, so I can say whatever I want. I don't like these games
go get
either.
Them. Yeah, what did you say? You don't like these games either?
No, I mean, because I dicked around a little bit in the first one, because there was nothing really other than that out. I think it was the end of my first year of college, and there was nothing else new to play. So I was like, oh, screw it. This is going to be a big thing. And all I did, I just messed around and like you do in GTA, just go on killing sprees. That's the most fun you can have with a game. Everything else takes too fucking long.
No, I agree. It's very, very boring. This game, I did not like it. That's number 5.
That's coming from someone who loves Death Stranding. Like,
and Death Stranding is pretty dull, but I know at least it's interesting. Eek, I have no idea what the top 5 are going to be. Boy, I'm serious. Oh, by the way, I should mention I have not seen these before. Neither has Beppe, so these are live reactions. Okay. Okay, I don't know what you'll say about this. Number 4 is Titanfall 2.
Yeah, the game is awesome.
Yeah, you honestly, wait a minute. Am I allowed to say I'm pleasantly surprised?
Yeah.
Yeah, by both this game and its place on the list.
No, I mean, because it's awesome because it really did not. I mean, I don't know how accurate a placement it is, but I'm happy it's this high because it was very slept on when it came out.
Yeah,
and I really enjoyed it when I played it.
It made no splash when it came out. It was very much ignored. Mm-hmm. The short campaign is very touching, very surprising, and people like the multiplayer. So yeah, I mean, wow, surprising.
It also, like, in a weird comparison, like Resident Evil 7, it kind of made a AAA game feel a little bit more indie in its simplicity in the campaign. So I liked it.
Wow. Yeah. Number 4. All right. Big ups, I guess. Oh, God. Number 3. Here we go. Oh, wow. Dude, I think you'll be fucking impressed. Number 3 is Bloodborne.
All right, on.
Wow.
Well, that sold PS4s too. Just like
that's another game in the you only need a PlayStation because it has the best exclusives. Yeah, I like this game. I actually just replayed it recently as a part of sort of my pandemic replays. Yeah, I think in our friend group, you guys are a little higher on it than I am, but it is a very interesting game, and we obviously have big love for FromSoft on the show.
Yeah, very unique experience.
That's great. Yeah, wow, I'm impressed. Okay. Dude, my hopes are increasing? Hope is a dangerous emotion.
Yeah.
Number 2. Oh. Interesting.
Is it Breath of the Wild?
No, it is not. Number 2 is God of War, from Sony Santa Monica.
I'm working up to it. I'm on
I'm not going to spoil anything because I know you're working your way through the series.
Yeah.
This is a good game that I'm just not into. I beat it. It's good. It's a solid action game. I like all the mechanics. It plays well. I am just not into these superhuman, big time, big boy characters. Not my thing. It's a good game. I can't really complain that it's on the list. It's good. It's just not my. It's not. I'm not the kind of guy who says it was a 10 out of 10 crazy game. It was pretty good.
Sure.
I would love to hear your thoughts when you get to it.
No, yeah, definitely. I just finished the very first game, which I thought was great for the time, considering when it came out. Very funny in a, it's absolutely ridiculous and it's taking itself very, very seriously. So that's really funny. But I thought I was very impressed by the first one, and now I'm playing Ascension, which is the prequel, and I think it's getting a little bogged down in the QuickTime events. Personally, I think that's
kind of something
detractor.
Of that era. Yeah,
I don't know if that persists in the new one. Does that come back or
no? Either not at all, or I don't remember it well enough. Not really. No, it's a pretty good game.
Snuck one in there at the end for old time's sake.
There's a little bit of it, but I mean, listen, it's a pretty good game. I'm just not maybe necessarily as high on it as other people.
Sure. More to say when I get to it.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, wow. Number 1 is interesting. I'm not being facetious.
Okay.
The Witcher 3 is one. Wow. Wow, honestly, interesting list, all things considered. The Witcher 3. Okay. I think the Witcher series for me, it's very mature, it's well written, but it's very exploitable and the combat is not great.
Okay.
Also, Jesus Christ, let's not even talk about Cyberpunk. Let's just leave it where it is.
Very generous to that company this time.
Yeah. The Witcher 3 was pretty good. Like I said, it's very mature. It's got a cool story. I like it enough. I am not high on this franchise as a whole, because as an RPG, as a combat experience, it is so exploitable and weak.
Okay.
But I can't really complain. I didn't expect this to be number 1. It's not my number 1, personally. I actually don't even know what mine would be, honestly. But yeah, did you play this franchise?
No, I did not. Hear nothing but good things. I think it starts out derpy and gets less derpy as it goes on.
Yeah.
Evidently. But it's high on my to-do list. It certainly, I think, deserves a place on this list, because I remember it was it sold well across consoles.
Yeah.
And everyone had nothing but good things to say about the story and the dialogue. But as for number 1,
honestly, I could have been offended worse. I don't hate this game. It's just, I feel like maybe I'm just too picky about action RPGs because Dark Souls runs my life.
Right.
But it's listen, it's pretty good. It's just the combat's too derpy for me to give it number 1. But hey, that was the list. Honestly, it could have been worse. There were definitely some funny memes in there for sure. I think the IGN list was worse. I think this was okay. It's not horrible.
Yeah, I mean, I think my takeaway was, and I just kind of wish they leaned into it a little bit more, is the IGN one, I believe, was their best games of the decade.
Okay.
And these ones were the best games, of the generation, which is kind of making a broader statement, I feel, about, these defined this era of video games. These are, representative of where technology was, where the creative impulses were. And I honestly might have gone more cynical in the upper echelon. I would have had Fortnite, at number 1 or something. You know what I mean?
Actually, wait a minute. Let me ask you, Snubs, was Death Stranding not on this?
No.
Wow. That's kind of surprising. It was better than fucking Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Good Lord.
I think they just should have put all the PS4 exclusives on there. They got most of them.
Was Dark Souls 3 not on here?
No.
Wow. Really?
I guess they felt it was represented, by Sekiro and Bloodborne.
Dude. Okay. I mean, listen, we're going to have our disagreements with this, like you and I with the list. Eek. Wow. I mean, I can't even really think of snubs right now, but I mean, all right. I guess I could have been offended worse. It wasn't horrible. I'm a little surprised Persona 5 wasn't on here, but the re-release was. It's a little weird.
I'm assuming they just kind of rolled that all.
Rolled them together.
Yeah. So this was 2013 to now, effectively.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They hit a lot of the important ones for sure. The placement, obviously is very subjective, but yeah, I don't know. It's very whatever to me this year.
Wait a minute. Let me say this. Breath of the Wild was not on here. Did this list not include Switch games? Am I crazy? Was it not on here?
Did you Switch games? I don't think I noticed any. Definitely not this half.
No, I mean, I'm scrolling through right now. Was Breath of the Wild not on here?
I thought Mario Odyssey would be on there too.
Wow, maybe they excluded those. Interesting. Okay, I mean, that's all I've got to say about this for now. You have any final thoughts on this list? I feel like it could have been worse.
No, I mean, a good time as any to kind of talk about how disappointed I was in this generation.
Yeah, go ahead. Speak on it.
I felt like a lot of these games were either not my thing, maybe I'm just getting old, but a lot of the other ones were in development for a really long time and still disappointing, which sucks because I don't know. I just felt like not a lot came out this year. I mean, this generation that I was super enthralled by, I was really excited for, and I'm hoping the next generation is a little more enticing.
Yeah, I'm with you. A lot of duds. I feel like the generation kind of got off to a slow start too. With that, it was a weird bump in terms of the console jump. Yeah, I don't have a lot to speak on to speak on in that regard. A lot of duds. Besides maybe Persona, hard for me to say. I'm with you. Kind of looking for the up and up here for the next generation. That's all I've got for you on this list, man. And I think, number one, I want to say we are totally okay with suggestions, or if fans have requests for us to do, whether it's franchises or certain lists like this. We have no problem doing that from time to time. This was GamesRadar's top 100 games of a generation. Beppe and Greg were your hosts today, and thank you guys, and we'll see you next time on Goddamn GameCube.